right, so the clouds part for a brief moment over Odeslo. City still in the cold region here within Rexentrim. Chilly Lake Village, though mostly a bit unhinged. Don't usually take in for their lake going too much, as the lake that flows in the streams from one to another. Often seeing many ships kind of going through, though not quite stopping, except for a bit of resupply or some small trinkets. So mostly subsisting on fish and such. And as you came, you had seen them give what looked like almost sacrifices, leaving valuables upon a beach. Actually, sorry, you saw them picking up empty trays and things that were left behind for what looked like to be sacrifice, as Zelicus messed with the wizard stuff and found themselves teleported elsewhere. The precise location unbeknownst at the moment. But seeing everybody there, is not a sense of happiness at all, but rather a feeling of unrest. People pretty much don't smile. They go in looking tired, a bit exhausted, bustling about very, very fast, or some seem to have taken up places in the streets where they have a large bottle of some type of refreshment that they seem to still be making their way through, as they almost limply lean against the sides of buildings and burp at passersby, as though they have entirely given up on most things. But you enter this, and what are things you'd all like to do?
Sweet.
Good.
My head. Where are we?
Oh, the princess is awake. How timely.
We've reached Odeslo. Here. You're dehydrated.
Oh, thank you. Does anybody have a lemon wedge?
I pull out a thing of mint.
Oh, that's wonderful, lovely. Oh, we've traveled a ways.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of taking stock of where we are now, and where's Seneca?
He tampered with your spell book.
What?
Yes. Uh-huh.
I hand it
Just
back
here
to you.
seconds ago.
I scramble.
I hand it back to you as I picked it up off the ground. I was like, he added some runes to the margins.
What?
You wrote in your book.
He teleported away mere moments ago in a portal of purple light.
The fuck is this? That doesn't even. Why would you? No. Oh, Selicus is gone. That's not okay. No, okay.
So you're saying he'll only be able to return at his behest?
Maybe. I don't know. This is not math. And I don't know if Selicus gets a vote on when Selicus gets to come back. Why? Okay, that's...
I don't know. That sounds like a very Dragon Gaslighter thing to do.
Okay, there's. I thought that it might have been an unwritten rule, but now we need to write it down. Apparently, we don't touch the wizard's spell book. Bad things happen.
To be fair, I don't believe it was a trap you set. It was the machinations of Celicus's scribblings that caused it.
Well, now I apparently I need a trap. That's what this needs now. Oh.
Or
We
maybe
have
just
been
a lock for the book.
we have been recently stopped by arcane lock that might do well.
What has an arcane lock?
Hopefully your book.
Well, I'm going to put one on now. Yes, but what?
The chest that Kalen's been carrying.
Kalen looks at his battle axe sadly and is like, oh.
I'll go over to Kalen. Would you like me to open it?
It has our bread in it. We've still been arguing whether it's wheat or coin.
Right.
Kalen kind of just drops the box. Is like, you can do with it what you like. He's gonna look around and begin to kind of look around, see if he can see any churches to Corellian.
Coraline?
He keeps saying Coraline. It's Caroline. Corellian, the god.
The Archheart.
Yep. To Krellin in particular, I would say, well, yeah, I mean, you would see like some small like places of like shrines and such, but yeah, because like generally there's not like a lot of churches to most deities.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that.
They're
Yeah,
not big on
it's-
gods around here.
Yeah, it's like there would be like places of power, like places would go, but usually not in a city. The only exception really is like Rexentrim for the most part, because they use it more as a symbol, as a way to like control everybody, and so there's reasons why they do that. So it's kind of, yeah, it's a little interesting going through, but there would be places where people might gather. In that type of deal. So there are, but there is a shrine, definitively there, but it's small, and so you could see like seems like there's a house, and they're like you think there is a caretaker, there who can keeps up the property, but other than that, it's mostly like a outside space. One could either kneel, though for Corellin specifically, I would say there's several essentially little built wooden, kind of weatherproofed, like mini leave it and take it libraries, where there's people can like trade books and such, and that's considered a form of worship, leaving a book, taking one, reading it, and returning it, and that's how this particular community expresses that. There is a beginner's guide to prestidigitation.
Beginner's guide. Prestidigitation for fun and profit.
Yeah, and actually written specifically, it seems, for children, by Caleb Widogast.
It's oddly specific.
But is it the Zimnian version or the translated version?
Here is probably in Semnian.
How far is it? It's not. Is it not far from where we're at right now, where everyone's kind of circled up looking at the box?
I mean, it's along the it's along the harbors mostly.
Okay.
Like it's along like the docks and stuff. So I'd say, yeah, and that was a pull from Gamping too. So don't worry if you don't know it, but that's gotta give the Easter eggs for
I love it.
Well, real quick, I want to look at the bread box and try to discern if the arcane lock on it has essentially been upcast or if it's its base level.
It is standard level arcane lock.
Okay. Looking at it, I will reach into my component pouch, and I will take out a small little pouch and undo that. And is there an actual lock on this chest?
Yes.
Okay. I will take this pouch and I will begin pouring the contents into the keyhole, and you watch as gold dust falls down onto this lock, and I quickly mutter and say Arcanus Lost, and I will cast Arcane Lock on the chest and overwrite the previous one so that it's now mine.
Very good.
And the members of the Dragon Gaslighters can open it. Because knock only diminishes it for 10 minutes, and then it goes back to being an arcane lock again.
Was awfully clever.
Okay. That being said, Flynn might still need to pick this lock. I don't have a actual key. But
Yes,
we can
that-
now open it by
Yeah.
physical means.
That's as you're playing with that lock, it's nice. I'm glad we're getting the bread basket open. There was also a dragon that we encountered. Don't worry, as you were sleeping, we took care of it.
Oh,
I took care of, he means ran away.
That's always an option.
I mean, that makes us like one. We've successfully run away from 3 dragons now, right?
Yes.
100%.
From what I heard, they failed to attempt at gaslighting it.
Oh. Well, practice makes perfect. Flynn, could you please?
Yeah, I'll check it for traps just in case, and then if it's even locked.
Indeed. Give me an investigation check.
19.
All right. Does not appear to be trapped.
I attempt to just flick it open to see if it's locked.
It is locked
Okay.
regularly as well.
Then 18.
All right. With 18, then you fiddle, and the lock does finally come loose and undone in your hands, and it is good to open.
I flick it open.
Very good. In that case, looking here, you see what looks like a strange leather book. The leather itself is a bit weird. It's almost like hard in some places, and the binding itself almost looks like a chitinous bug leg. And it's decorated with what appear to be the ends of bug-like legs, like in spikes all around the edges of the book. And it's where is a class where there seems to be a fang that is inserted and tied. In addition, there there are 3 black pearls.
Does BP immediately get jealous?
It's getting pissy. Urgh. Well, I never, sir.
I wouldn't dare trade you for one that doesn't talk.
You said that.
Oh, did I? Out loud?
I never, sir. My goodness. In addition, you can see there is what appears to be a very small dodecahedral item. Only about 25 millimeters.
Oh, I forgot. We're in the Empire. We're speaking metric now.
Have I ever seen something like that before? The small dodecahedron?
I don't think you have.
Do we want to take the time now to try and identify things that might be magical?
But I would say Shaskios definitely you'd recognize it, and its gilding is what is the tiniest either replica or actual Luxon beacon you've ever seen.
That looks an awful lot like a powerful relic from where I'm from. I can maybe check it to see if it's the real thing. It may just be a facsimile or similar, but it'd be an incredibly odd thing to ship in a box like this.
Unless that too was stolen.
So normally they're like bigger than your head.
That's not very big.
Okay, fine, but the significance of this thing would be
Now,
not
if you
the kind of
compare
thing you
it
would ever
to
lose.
Barrett's head, then that's quite large.
Fair point. I'm just saying, like, if it was anything like the real thing, even a fraction of its actual power, it would be the kind of thing you fight massive wars over, maybe, or possibly send assassins to retrieve. You know, it's one of those things, right? So it's incredibly unlikely this is like anything like the real deal. But I'm suddenly quite curious.
But I don't suggest we start identifying magical items in view of the gate.
I still haven't went and talked to the guards yet, have I? Shit.
No,
Would you rather do this inside a hostel or inn or tavern of some kind? What's the right place?
Oh, I think we can find lodgings fairly quickly here.
Depends on how restless the natives are, but sure.
Well, if it is like the real one in any capacity,
Incredibly unlikely. Incredibly.
but like the druid that we met with the owlbears, he said that the 2 children were rebirthed. Do you think that they had this possibly on board in case something happened to them, that they could be rebirthed?
If it was the real thing, just looking around, like anyone within earshot?
No, I'd say you got to know everyone's doing their business, so no one's really paid much attention to you.
If it was the real thing, that possibility, that fact by itself would be incredibly powerful. Insanely powerful.
Have you ever seen one in person, or just...
In ceremonies back home.
Just a thought. Kind of
I
just
mean,
shakes his head.
we can certainly look, but if that even is a possibility, we should, one, ascertain if it's true or not, and two, be real freaking paranoid.
Well, maybe we keep all of this in the chest for now. It's magically locked. I should be able. And I'll pause for just a second. It's like, I think this is the time for my native accent. It's going to be a help here.
As you wish. I was planning on just walking up and introducing us as traders or marketeers. What's the word in this? Like, it's merchants. Merchants. That's the word. But if you'd rather use your native tongue, that probably will buy us more brownie points.
Outside the Empire, this accent closes doors, but so same doors become open when inside the Empire.
Fair. And I am a pale elf, regardless of my stunning good looks. Huge fucking scar down his face. Perhaps your approach is better.
We do have a slight issue. Celicus has teleported himself off to God knows where. Who has the best rapport with Sammy?
Scheiße. I'll go up to Sammy. Wait, does anyone have rations?
Certainly, yes.
I do, yes. I give Alaric some beef jerky.
Hello, Sammy. And first thing is I'll feed Sammy the rations. Until Celicus returns, would you mind following me?
Advantage. You can give me animal handling.
Okay. 21.
Nice.
Gives you a big wet lick.
Oh, okay. I can't tell you how many times I saw him just almost kill Oz. Anyway, I'm a little sweaty now.
Wait, he's turned on the party previously.
Oz kicked him, so it was fair. It was.
Oh, ours is a singular person. I thought you were saying ours as in the Dragon Gas.
Oh, no. Yes, Oz was a previous member that was often bit by Sammy. Sorry. Anyway, we should be good for now. We just need to not forget to feed Sammy.
You guys can see Jeff pulling out an old contract and looking at the list of names and looking to verify which ones are scratched off, which ones aren't. Glancing over, rolling it up again.
All right, so first things first, I'll go and find out where we can get lodgings.
The first question might just be: Are they accepting of travelers? Are they going to charge some kind of like stamp tax or something? Like, how this seems like a very unhappy population, honestly. So maybe the rules of the road would be helpful.
If there's a dwarvish inn in there, I can get us lodging.
Was Whisper going to say something?
Basically, just what Jeff asked was, do you know anything about this particular town? And are they, like, do people travel here often as far as strangers go? Was going to be my question.
So my gut reaction is that asking those kind of questions is perhaps meddlesome, and they might not want you asking. Gods tend to just warn you up front if you're not welcome, right? But if there's a problem, then we can try and get information. But I was just trying to keep it simple because I think the less interactions we have with town guard, the better. So if we want information about it, it would be best done in the tavern. That was just my thoughts.
So we're going by the adage, better to ask forgiveness than permission.
We'll see what the guards tell us, and if there's pertinent information that's left out, maybe some light questioning after. Sound good?
Jath stows his shield and pulls out a bit of a costume, like a minor noble's costume, and like full cloak and whatnot, and like just dresses out for the possible interrogation.
I'm going to check the map because we're approaching from the north, right?
Correct.
We did not loop around.
Yeah. So if we were traveling this road, we were coming from Bysaeus Till.
Probo.
Yeah, if we're lying about it.
All right. So
What's Bysaeus Till like? What knowledge do the Lark have so that we can spin these lies correctly?
You trying to come up with that?
No.
what might I know about the town we're pretending to come from?
We can just have gotten lost in the woods. It's a crazy and chaotic sort of a place.
Yeah. I say Stowe, you know very little other than it basically is an elven city.
Mm.
Like almost entirely of elves. Recently come into the Empire, so to speak, at least in elven years. But other than that, they kind of don't like Empire people coming there, so you wouldn't have a lot of detail beyond that.
Got it. Okay.
Like to pass you off someone who had been there would be very difficult without actually being there.
Right. Okay, got it. So then, unless there was anything else, I was going to approach guards.
Are you two approaching solo, or are we just approaching and you all are speaking?
I'm fine with approaching as a group.
Yeah.
And I missed it. Are there closed gates that the guards are?
Oh, there's not really gates here.
Okay, they're
It's
just
more. It's more open. Like there's some level, but that's it.
Okay.
But there are places where like you could go where they're like more watching, I would say.
With everyone in tow, I'll just casually approach the guard that looks like they're inspecting those going in and out. Guten Tag. I'll switch over to Zen again.
And hello.
We are very travelers, just searching for rest on our way. Do you perhaps have a recommendation for a place to rest?
Yeah. The Stillwater Cup.
Stillwater Cup.
That's good prices. If you want a scenic view, they have an upcharge. But Mara, the innkeeper, proprietor, I warn you now, she very much dislikes people who try to share one room. 2 max. You'll get on her bad side. First impression.
Much appreciated. And the other helpful things we might know while spending our time here. Things to be aware of that.
Yeah.
Just to avoid any faux pas.
Kind of look. Everyone is very busy, so things that waste people's time will be no one will be very happy with, to be honest with you.
Understood.
Everyone's under a lot of pressure right now. And resources on top of that have become scarce due to certain beliefs of the locals. So I would just be careful of that. Anything else, you're probably best figuring out. Not to trying to be mean, just you know. We ourselves only are stationed here in 3-month intervals, so I don't want to give you an understanding that we don't have. If that makes sense, I tell you the major deals: politeness, be good about what you're doing, and I do say though, there the lager is my favorite meal. It's also cheapest, so. But on Kramsgard wages, I mean, you get what you can get, you know what I say?
Well, if I see you at that, I will buy you a drink.
And he goes, Danko, I will make sure you see me.
Dankeschön. And I'll nod for everyone else and start heading into town and discreetly inform them of what the guard said as we're going into the town.
You're right. That went way better than a pale elf could have produced. Hold on.
And he said that the innkeeper's name was Mara. Is that right?
Yes, Maravel specifically.
What time of day is it?
I think you're right. Morning, yeah, specifically morning, yeah, because of the what you saw on the beach. It's morning.
And as we're going through, I'm kind of listening for the ratio of common to Zemnian being spoken.
Yeah. I would say, for the most part, common is what is used.
Okay.
Specifically, the dwarf and elvish population tend to know common versus Zemnian. They're not a small portion here, though, in the minority. So, especially, and they're mixed in. There's not like a dwarven section or elvish section or anything like that. Like they're just amongst the population. So, for the majority, everyone's just kind of using that. Occasionally, like especially, you see a young kid wrong away from his mom, and she's like, "Scheiße, Dummkopf!" and just starts going right into it. And
so then to Jaff, I'd be like, I'm happy to let you do the talking from here on out. Common seems to be well in hand here, so any negotiating, I leave to you.
That seems reasonable, but you look the look and talk the talk, so you may have some, we'll say, home field advantage.
Yeah, just keep in mind the rooms thing. That seems very important.
No, more than reasonable. There appear to be enough elves around here. I could probably slip in and out easily. So we'll play it by ear.
Shall we establish lodging before exploring the city some?
Lodging and maybe take a look at our hall.
So I guess we're headed for it was the Stillwater Cup.
Yes.
That's where we're headed.
It's positioned more on the lakeside or toward the lakeside. It's about 2 blocks west of Cedarline Street, also known as the Crossmark. This one, the sign simply has a wooden drinking cup floating upright on perfectly flat blue water. There is a sign that is right outside, also right beneath it, that simply says 8 silver per room, 14 silver for Lakeview. Price is very clearly displayed, but it's a long, low building made of dark cedar, this moss green roof, and the building itself, as you kind of step onto it, you feel like there's this little slope nearly, and the door frame, see, has a piece of fishing line tied around a nail. And throughout the rooms, as you see, there's some rooms on the ground floor, and then even like the doorways, there's like that same nail fishing line, like tied over and over. So you come in, the smell of fried potatoes, wood smoke, dill, lake fish. I come in there. Some wet coats hang from hooks already near the fire, and the tables here are the type that have been for decades, if not a century. Scars from knives and tankards are worked in. They're everywhere, places of wear and tear, but remarkably clean. Someone takes great love and care within. Behind the bar, there's a sign that's posted that clearly reads in Zemnian, Common, Elvish, and Dwarvish, one line after the other. The first drink poured after sundown is not yours.
Interesting.
The hell does that mean?
Camaraderie.
Or fraternity, community, something like that.
But you do hear, as you walk in, little bell rings that you look is silver. It's a lark. You notice immediately that it is inscribed with the tiniest amount of like, it bears, the clangor is very, very a tiny speck of residuum.
Oh shit, I forgot the name of this spell. It's part of the Bell Branch. I think. Do I think this spell searches for like Fae? Things of that nature?
Looking at it, you think very specifically it is a very low level dispel magic, specifically for things that would alter one's appearance.
Jeff is just in a costume, right? Not disguised.
Correct. He hasn't even been close enough to anybody to do his minor illusion to cover his scars at the moment.
But you would think anybody within about 15 feet of the bell when it is rung would kind of do that.
Okay, because I know that a silver bell is a component for a spell, and so that's how I was thinking of.
But silver in general is good for pushing magic. But as it comes in, you can hear a woman, and she doesn't yell. She approaches. Looks like she's in her late 50s, very broad shoulders with silver threads just beginning to creep through her black hair. She doesn't take long to look over you, kind of sizing you up. She goes, welcome to the Stillwater Cup. Let's see here. You don't look like drunk, so I'm guessing you're here for rooms.
Is she a dwarven lady with the broad shoulder? I don't know.
She's human. She's a
Okay.
broad-shouldered human.
Indeed, we are.
Oh, as she kind of picks up your accent. Willkommen.
Danke. 3 rooms.
3? Counts. Immediately kind of looking. Okay. Very good. Let's see. Lakeview, or do you just want regular?
How much was the Lakeview per room? 18?
14 silver.
14 silver. That's per night, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
I will take a lake room.
This one?
I'll also take a lake room.
Yep, Kaylin as well. So just 3 lake rooms if we're going 2 to a room.
Perfect. All right, 3. That would be, I've got, it's 11, 10, and 8 for you. She hands over the 3 keys.
Alright.
Whisper will put down 14 silver.
Same.
Kaylin will grab one as well and immediately head towards to where the room is. Did they tell us where it is? They show us?
They would all be upstairs because it's
Okay.
Lakeview. So,
Oh, Flynn, do you want a room with me?
Sure.
as you all go, she goes, I'm just curious, are you going to be interested in any type of morning meal? Are you all set?
I'm very interested.
Do you have sea snacks here? Fried fish, little bits.
Yes. Let's see here. We'll take you. Sounds like we'll do some. I don't. If you want fried, I can probably do that if that's what you want. How about that? I've got fisherman's hash, crisp potatoes, onions, smoked trout. I can turn to fried for you with soft egg and a shop cream sauce.
That sounds wonderful.
Sounds delightful.
All right. Excellent. So, see, that's 2, 3, 4, 6 total?
In his head, Elric hears from Jaff, I have extra coin if you just want to keep spending.
Yeah, that should be good.
All right. Is that going to be with drinks ASO? So we'll call the whole thing 2 gold.
2 gold. I will pay the 2 gold, and yep.
You guys are gonna love this. This is literally my favorite snack.
So it's going to be net 2 gold if we stay here every day, right? Rooms and meals, right?
For breakfast.
14 silver is per 2, so it's like what, 4 gold per rooms?
So six
Seven.
6 gold in total per day.
Or oh, we switched to gold.
Yeah, I was doing the math in my head, which is a bad idea.
Because of Lakeview, because it's about 1.2 gold a night extra.
Yeah, like
for the Lakeview.
4 gold, 2 silver for the 3 rooms per night.
Doable.
This is Mara, right? This
Yes.
is Mara.
Maravel?
Barrett would take out just 10 gold and send it down. Mara, we may be here for an extended time. If we stay for a week, will this cover lodging and food? And I'll slide it over the counter to her.
Not for that's. Who taught you math?
Hey,
That's like,
hey,
that's like
it's called
2.5 days.
negotiation. It's called negotiation.
It's dwarven math. It's dwarven math.
It's bad math.
Yeah, and as he slides it over, and also, is there a monastery for the Allhammer here?
I do believe there is an area kept up. So there is not so much a monastery, but a nicer shrine. There's some adherence to them. Especially, actually, tonight there'll be quite a few there. It's kind of the annual. I don't know. I have a hard time translating specifically, and it feels very weird when I say it not in Dwarven, but it's from what it's their show off, like to show off whatever they've made during the week.
Oh, dwarven show and tell.
Crafting, yeah.
Yeah, a lot on the show offing of it, bragging, that type of thing.
Well, I have to see that, yes.
Which, by the way, there is a little bit of a house rule that we congratulate others. We do not congratulate ourselves when we come here to drink afterwards.
Ah,
So that goes
And
bragging, and we've had a few too many broken windows.
and so he
whatever-
still slides over just the 10 gold to see what she'll say.
What my friend I believe was trying to ask is if there's a different rate if we book a room by the week as opposed to by the night.
Yeah, she looks, she goes, okay. Taken in. My brain is so far. There is 7 days in this setting, right?
Yeah, so 7 days. 11
All right.
months.
Luke, calendar man.
Sorry. But I read too many 10-day weeks in Faerun. It screws with me
Oh.
sometimes.
I always forget about that. Yeah.
Yeah, for the week then, for all of you, you're doing that. So that would be what?
294 silver for the
9.8.
7.
Yeah, so
For the 7 days of the 3 rooms. So converted to gold, it'd be 29.4 gold for the week at the regular 14 silver per day.
okay, for the whole party.
Yeah, for the 3 rooms.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll say 30 gold, and we'll throw in meals for the week.
So I will change my 2 gold to 10 gold.
What? Well, I have 20 gold. What he'll say?
Jat's just gonna put down 30.
I take back my 2 gold.
I feel like you all are forgetting that we purposefully set aside gold for things like this. This doesn't have to come out of anyone's personal coffers.
It's fine. Less.
Celicus was in
Okay.
charge of that, and he's gone.
It's all in Sammy.
Oh right,
Wait,
Sammy.
There's a ledger in Sammy, like the actual books.
Yes.
Let me see that.
Yeah, we can use party funds for.
For the party staying at an inn? Yeah, I fucking hope so.
I always forget about that.
No,
It's
a
Marty's
large each
job,
for
dang
spell
it.
component.
If somebody was like, "I want a private," that's about all you could kind of do. But like, if it's
Because Flynn can't afford to stay here otherwise.
Barrett just grabs his gold back and he goes, "He is the one with the money. I'm sorry."
suppose it's fine. But yep, we'll have all that. Let's see here. Drinks extra, but other than that, other than each one does every meal comes with one of house ale or water. Beyond that, you will have to pay for what you need. And she actually hands out essentially these cards so that you can order your breakfast. It's 2 meals a day, breakfast and dinners ahead of time. And there's a little bit of like something along the lines of like before last call for breakfast and before 4 for dinner. So, and really, most people just make their next day's breakfast and dinner choices at breakfast.
Yeah.
But so, prep with the kitchen.
I have the room key to room 8. All right.
Take the one to 11. I think that was one of the numbers.
Yeah, 8, 10, 11.
But for now, we can all go to room 8 so we can look at what was in the bread box. So I'll head upstairs, unlock the door, and go inside to get situated.
Kalen will go into one of the rooms, just doesn't matter which one, just drop his stuff.
Sounds like 2 of you are already bunked up. Who amongst you smells the least offensive?
Well, Flynn and Barrett.
That would be
are in the
Kalen.
room.
Fine. I don't sleep much anyway.
So you do that, and you're able to open up. You want to open up the thing there. All right. So you get stuff in your room. You all go into room 8 as you unlock it, and it is in fact a beautiful lake view, and you can see for the most part your rooms adjoin, but there's balconies that push out there, and what looks like a very like tiny essentially a fish smoker box that is out on the balconies if one would want to make use of it.
Nice. So, opening up the chest that Kalen's been carrying. Okay, these small dodecahedron first, and I will take out BP. Hello, BP. If you would be so kind, could you identify this for me?
And well, of course, Encourage's voice. For it is good to be able to talk to your pearls, isn't it, sir?
I do enjoy it so.
Yes. Well. Well, from what you've said, sir, these definitely seem to track with the children you absolutely abandoned to their fate.
I was unconscious for that. It wasn't my fault.
Yes, we all have excuses, sir.
Mine just happen to be valid.
Well, in particular, this appears to be very old. I would guess dating back definitely to the age of Arcanum. Definitely a piece of like a say a power source. Meant to be a consumable.
Oh.
Particular, this would goes when taking relaxing. This makes time. Would be a local. I'd say dilation of time, so you could get a little bit more out of your. Mostly resting would be when it is most useful. Especially if put near a fire. And then consumed, it would create a barrier around you for roughly 8 hours. Of course, that would pass in roughly a minute, but...
This is out loud, right?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the effect of this, and this is a me item, that's not in D&D Beyond. But essentially, if this item, if placed essentially next to a fire during a short rest, allows everyone to get max value on one hit die for regaining. Or it can be broken and destroyed, and one person will experience a long rest in 1 minute.
So just so you're clear, Elric, that's Dunamancy. That's definitely maybe not part of the beacon, but related to the beacon. That's pretty fucking crazy to be here. So someone carrying it in a box and I won't say smuggling it outside the dynasty, but yeah, maybe. That's pretty incredible all by itself and very valuable and probably worth killing for.
You got a name for this item, Matt?
Nope.
It's called a me item.
It's a baby beacon. It's a baby tiny little baby beacon.
I mean, so I do. Actually, it does have a name. It's called Power Source 26.
Do we put it in Robot 27?
But that is because of something else, but it's...
That's a very specific number you've got there. Very specific.
Almost like from a dungeon, people decided not to go into 3 years ago.
Oh, it's an us problem. It's definitely an us problem.
You got a rarity? Just because I'm coding it up.
Very rare.
Is that in the loot in chat by chance?
I think
I think
Flynn's,
Jonathan will.
Okay.
yeah, Flynn's making it ready. Yeah, Jonathan's. And then I will assess the book next.
Indeed. So this functions as a rare arcane grimoire. Which is in D&D Beyond. By the way, before I forget, there are notes that detail the machine that this was found near, the power source.
Nice.
Compiled by Grand Artificer Tonk.
Really?
Wait, but he was on the run, remember?
He might
In our
have gotten
timeline.
he might have gotten clean with the law. It's possible. It's not impossible. He would live a long time.
Oh, well, in the adjusted timeline, there was other things
Yeah.
that happened.
Matt, does that work?
Did you put in loot or?
No. Private chat and StreamYard.
Okay, gotcha. Yes.
Sweet.
The book itself contains the spells, and I will get these into Discord. Delay, dire warning, impressions of the past.
Ooh.
As well as a few others here. There are those. I have two different places. There we go. Dark Star.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Immovable object. And temporal shunt.
Oh.
And let me just make sure I got the right one here. I meant to do this. Nope, not that one. Yep, Fortune's Favor.
Amazing.
All written in Undercommon.
I could read that,
Nice.
but I can't read spells, so.
And essentially, Jethro says that language just because I think, well, like that's essentially the equivalent of what Will wrote in his.
Yep.
Because like you wrote drow, which is essentially what that is here.
Do. And are the black pearls just black pearls?
Yeah, they're 500 gold piece black pearls.
Nice.
Got any spells that require pearls like that?
Let me double check.
I don't recall any offhand. The only one that I know that needs a pearl, like just for
Yeah.
memories, identify.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to go that because I meant to do that a little differently. It should be 3 100 gold white pearls,
Oh, okay.
not the black pearls. I just messed up my memory until I saw it.
I recall there being a spell a bard was telling me about, but it required not just pearls, but a pearl necklace.
Wow. Dirty.
Then I just put it in there: a blue sapphire worth 1,000, emerald worth 1,000, aquamarine worth 500, and 1050 gold bloodstones.
That's amazing.
Why did your eyes get so big?
Those are quite valuable.
Okay, sure.
I believe the sapphire and emerald, both individually, are worth more than the amount we've managed to accrue in the entirety of the party fund.
It'd be hard to convert, right? You need to find some sort of banker to actually turn that into passable funds. You can't hand over 1,000 gold rock to somebody and say make change, right?
So
A jeweler might also pay more.
the blue sapphire and the emerald, either or will work, but you need one of those for the planar binding spell.
What is that?
It's a spell that if you find a creature, a being not of our plane, and it's trying to, use a plane shift back home.
It glues them in place.
Right.
It's actually incredibly difficult match to pull off, but
Yes.
impressive.
And
The
we're trying
other-
to keep beings from returning to their home planes. Why?
I wouldn't, but
Depends on the being, though. There are definitely upsides to entrapment of a sort. We can dig into it later. It's not a big deal. There are definitely reasons why you might want to do that.
Just be aware that kidnapping does come with a 60-day incarceration.
If
Within
they
the
catch
Empire.
you, and I'm not even sure non-citizens would be counted as that, right?
Or an
If I
800
summon-
gold piece fine.
If I summon a Jinn and keep it here, they're not going to complain much. Well, they would if they saw me, but I don't see the thing. It may not count. I don't know. Like,
in
they
fact, I
have
think
weird rules about like Empire citizenry.
all of these gems are valuable spell components. I'm not saying we need to keep them for that reason. I'm just saying that,
They would fit in your pouch, wouldn't they?
yes.
So, in theory, you could just hold them for us for now until we find a better use.
Well, so what I was saying is, to the right person, these are worth more than just the street value of the gem.
Seems reasonable to me. I mean,
I just want,
the probability that Elric just steals off in the middle of the night and runs away with the gems, I think, is relatively low. Never none, but relatively low.
I'm sure if he was going to leave, he would have left, 3 or
Long
4
ago.
losses ago.
Oh yes, for sure.
there is one thing that I wanted to do real quick while we're looking through all this stuff. I now have 3 spell books like in my bag, and that's 3 edition, including my own. I have 4 spell books on me right now.
You're a very excited wizard, aren't you?
And one of them was from very early on. It was from Draconia, and I want to focus on that one in correlation with my chrysanthemum, like marking that I have on me from when we made that pact, to see if that spell book is considered a treasure of Draconia, because we're not allowed to sell those.
Yes.
Okay.
So that would be, yeah, because it contains Draconia spells. So yeah.
Got it. Okay. But the other two that we just looted off of those mages back in, those are fine. We can sell those.
Should you not copy over any spells first?
Yes.
Oh no,
Yes,
I
we-
definitely
me.
need to do that first.
Jathkos, can you make use of any of them?
I mean, I can copy them, I guess. I can teach if it's the wrong language, but can I cast off a spell book? No, not necessarily. Once in a while, I get super lucky and I read across the spell and have that sort of bolt of insight that teaches me how to do it. But I don't cook from recipe the way Alaric does. I cook from instinct.
But my thought is this is our last port to call, so to speak, before going down to Pride's Call. So if we want to buy or sell anything, this might be the place.
We also will have some time here, right? There were clues pointing to Zelicus being here, and some of the, we'll say, rendezvous, dangerous liaisons happened here, so we can spend some time figuring out this town first before we go chase Pride's Call.
Is there not another city before reaching Pride's Call? And is not Pride's Call also a larger
Yes.
settlement than Odeslo? Perhaps you could get better trade values there.
Well, so there's Odeslo and Erosa, and then Pride's Call. But
You raise a good point. This is actually a reasonable port city, right? You could easily dump goods here and not be
Lakeside City.
well. It's got a port access to the water if you look far enough down it. Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking the last time I thought that I would be able to reach a settlement to then, trade and resupply. We were sent across a continent via teleportation. So this might actually be the last chance we have.
I awkwardly scratched the back of my head.
If this is as close as we get to Lexington, I'm fine with that.
The capital does have its own complications. Hopefully we avoid it.
But yeah, we could sell whatever we want to sell here. This would be a reasonable place to lose some things and pick up some coin. Much more so than I think Pride's Call or Eurosa, if I recall where they're situated. This would be
See you,
probably
Mike.
a good spot. Later.
My thought is these people look fairly depressed. I don't know how much we'll be able to actually get for the things that we're trying to offload.
They seem rich in
Perhaps
trout
we
and
should
vodka.
spend some time wandering this place and getting to know it before we try making decisions that we don't need to make right this second.
Shall we grab lunch and then walk the town?
Kalen looks like he's restless. Probably needs a walk anyway.
Very much. He's you see him just kind of waiting for everyone.
Sorry to have put you off with all this talking.
He shakes his head, we need to go.
We will go, for sure.
But I do realize that we need things.
And to rest.
And sometimes a plan.
Right. I just, Kaylin, I wanted to make sure that you that I'm still very much focused on our goal. It's just that the more information we have before getting to Pride's Call, the better our chance of success.
Kalen just closes his eyes and nods his head slowly.
And we have a trail to pick up here, right? If Zelicus was in Adeslo. Again, asking awkward questions can lead to awkward results, but we can get something out of this place.
I think I was unconscious for that part. Was
Yes.
The
Kay-
Fae being Vesper.
Yeah.
Mentioned it.
Kaylin kind of looks at you and he says, Zelicus was here, and she was supposed to meet her. You see him almost shudder when he says it. Love her.
Paramore
Yeah.
is a better, yeah.
He looks and he says, thank you. Her paramour, still just like you. He's like, here in Odeslo. She spoke of worries and that there was something that did not sit right with her. And all that we know is that she was here before she was taken. This was the last place. So there has to be something here.
just to quickly clarify, she was taken while she was here, or
Yes.
oh,
While she was here, and the method in which he looks you dead in the eye and he says, in the method in which they were taken fits the MO of the Volstruckers.
right.
And for caution and curiosity, this is knowledge from the Fae Vesper of the Proba, which we just left, who
Yes.
gave us a really nice night, and I slept like a baby, unfortunately, which makes me wonder if every other sleep could be that good. But we are working on the advice, knowledge, or suggestion, and again, the Fae can lie, of someone who is intimately, deeply involved in this relationship between her and her paramour.
Right.
Please
Well,
stop
okay.
saying that word.
Right. Wrong. I'll choose a more colloquial sort of a version. That's fine.
I
Just
just
say him.
Boyfriend.
oh, you know it's a male.
No.
I suppose that was not actually
See, this
clarified.
is why paramour is actually better. Anyway,
Okay, so less descriptions. I was hoping to narrow down. But my first thought is that if, and my voice lowers, it's like if Volstrucker are indeed involved, that makes searching for clues and asking questions much more precarious. Yeah.
He shakes his head. I understand that, which is why I wanted to start at a shrine of Corellian. While not a follower of him, Zelicus is dedicated to Corellian. And so if anybody knew, it might be one of them.
That is not going to be a public place of worship within the Empire. Not, and by not a public, I mean not a legal place of worship. You won't find any sanctioned places to the Archheart, I don't think.
but there will be little shrines. There will be little points of contrition. No, pushback maybe is the right word. There will be people who still want to and will leave marks for each other, but won't be openly defying the law.
They have an entire branch of government dedicated to hunting down and correcting those that worship unapproved deities.
But it still springs up like mushrooms.
Yeah, it was my mistake. I think we had asked that before. I got a little confused from between that and Ayun. So Corellin is not. The Shrine of Corellin would not be here.
Okay. You lied to me.
Moradin, yes. So specifically, just for whatever's worth, Arathis, the Lawbearer, Bahamut the Plotting Dragon, Moradin the Allhammer, Paylor the Dawnfather, Ayun the Knowing Mentor, and the Raven Queen Matron of Death are the ones that are Empire approved. So, in which of case, going into this, you would sort of know this. A lot of talk about Zelicus would also be like fined or imprisonment.
So yes, if we ask the wrong person and they report us, straight to jail. And
plus or minus abroad.
right, and a prison break is perhaps not the roadblock we want to find ourselves trying to get around.
If we could ask in more of a roundabout way, like, here's what this person looks like. I miss them. We haven't seen them lately. I'm not going to name names. There are ways we could actually just poke around the problem.
We go around asking. We want to make sure that nobody is worshipping Corellin. Do you know of any shrines that we can go and remove?
Seems like a reasonable mob action.
Or we could ask for
Sorry, that was a poor joke.
a bronze golden skinned woman who with raven black hair and blind. They might know her as that.
Well, it seems awfully specific, but again, like if you have a good story around it, like this person robbed me, or I'm very curious to find out what happened after some traumatic, we can find some bullshit that will actually sell that doesn't connect us too closely to this person, so we can still get the news without being part of the problem.
Wait. Sorry. How? Okay, Kaelin, you said Zelicus was meeting their significant other here. And how discreet do you think they would have been about this? Perhaps avoiding attention altogether, so it might be. I don't know.
I would assume it would be very discreet.
Have you ever seen them in aliases or disguises or something? I think is where Alex tending towards. Like,
well, no, I was thinking maybe that is the lead. If they need to be discreet, there are places to be discreet. There are networks for being discreet in places.
But these are just not mere people. These are, one is a solar, and I don't know who the other one is, but must be powerful in their own right.
Right, but if you're trying to be discreet, you don't advertise your power. You want to pretend to...
No, I agree. I'm not arguing.
Oh,
with you.
sorry.
Ends up being just a guy or just a girl. Just a regular mortal.
Just...
Well, no, my point is that
tiny
you
kids
probably
in love.
wouldn't use mortal spots.
is there an
is
immortal
his
bar I don't
thinking-
know about?
So when you say mortal, do you mean like material plane or just what other people would use?
Yeah, I mean, like other people would use, like if it's, say for instance, a known Zentarum hangout. Like I'm sure they probably wouldn't hang out there. Now is just an example, but if it was a known seedy place, like they probably wouldn't show up there. And there's always the idea of hiding in plain sight.
See, this is what I missed Demosthenes, but the fucker got himself killed. But
Right.
we need someone who can talk to locals and figure out those spots.
That is why I suggest we look for a golden-skinned woman, golden or bronze-skinned woman with raven black hair, and she's blind, probably covering her eyes with a length of cloth.
Okay, so maybe we're overthinking it. Maybe we do go with that line of questioning, but we wait for the opportune moment of buying rounds for others this evening. And when libations are served, inhibitions lowered,
Yes.
then we question.
Well, especially if they drink enough they can't remember. That's even the best part.
Perhaps that's what gets them to remember. Perhaps they were drunk when they saw them.
Yes. Loose lips.
So tonight, we investigate.
But for now, we shop.
Well, for now, I have a lot of reading to do and writing.
Do you need me to translate?
So you're not coming to lunch with us?
Well, brunch, I think. But yes, that first. These. Did you see what spells were in this book?
No, I could not understand the writing.
I caught some of it.
Okay, imagine these are all very rare poisons and you wish to learn all of them immediately.
That's not how learning works.
Yes, it is. Wait, what do you do?
I think
Study
he has
over
to taste them
time.
first.
Observe their effects. That is not something that can be done instantaneously.
I mean, if you have a book that writes out what previous people that have studied it have encountered, that makes it quicker, yes?
Alaric, you forget how I learned most of my knowledge of poisons. It was through trial and error and observation.
Well, if you do that with spells, Stelicus happens.
Or worse. Or worse.
But agreed, lunch first. I always forget to eat when I get focused.
Don't you also need ink?
Yes.
Or did you manage to get some from the lady?
She was not willing to steal for me. Incense, yes. Rare inks, no.
So then we look for an apothecary.
Yes.
After lunch, I assume, since we're
Yes.
fixated on lunch. Okay.
Lunch, then shopping.
All right.
Acquainting ourselves with the town.
In pairs, preferably. No disappearances.
Indeed. All right, let's do that. Let's go ahead and take our break so we can do what we need to do, and then we'll come back. Alrighty. Got our stuff going here. All right, so we got our fun.
See a flickering of will.
Yes.
Am I flickering? Is that a thing?
I'm going to take the spell book from Draconia and put it in Sammy. And while I'm sorting through my inventory, I go, oh, I'd forgotten about this. Flynn, this might interest you. And I reach in and I pull out a piece of fruit that's a little smaller than a football. And it looks like a kiwano fruit, if you know what that is. It's green, but it's got like thorns growing out of the sides of it. You go, exceedingly inedible, highly poisonous. And I hand him a poison popper that we got from the Abominations.
I pull off my backpack. Oh,
you already have one. Oh,
Stelicus provided me one. Yes, I've been trying to determine how best to make use of them.
then I'm going to sell this one. That's how I'm going to best make use of it. I was told it was worth 250 gold.
Now, let's not be hasty.
Oh,
Having multiple things to experiment with would lead to better success rates. Duplicating the experiment means that I've properly understood it.
then I'll hand over my poison pipe.
You know, in some places that's actually probably criminal to carry, but fuck it.
It's
We did not declare any.
Fruits or
Oh,
vegetables, yeah.
I got something some customs. That'd be great. What do you have to declare? My business or pleasure? Business,
Yes.
taxing.
So first we brunch, and then,
Yes.
by the way, just out of curiosity, offerings here for brunch, I guess. Obviously you've got lots of smoked fish. Any other
Yeah.
curiosities?
Well, you pre-ordered your meal, but yes, they do have some various. Let me actually bring up the menu as far as what they generally have here. Yeah, so they have what you all ordered was the Erdelock fisherman hash, which was the potatoes, onion, smoked trout, soft egg, and a sharp cream sauce. They also have cedar roasted whitefish, potato leek soup, black bread with whipped herb butter, fried dough nuts served with berry preserves, and then a meal called the lager, which is potatoes, bread, gravy, and beer.
For foreign food, I'm impressed. Kaylin, do you want a third or fourth plate?
So rarely do people actually ask for the menus that I've made for places. So it's like, you want to know the menu? Wow.
I would call it flavor, but it's actual flavor.
Yeah. Sorry, I was working on one of my things today about like all the prep your players were never actually asked for, and this was in it. But adds to some things. Anyway, yeah, eating it's nice and easy as you are able to feel good. And again, everything about this place seems like it's taken care of. You can see near the fireplace that there is a shallow wooden bowl that's filled with like coins, some carved wooden fish, buttons, bits of ribbon, some other things.
Does it seem like an offering?
I guess it could be a religion check.
That is the wrong category for me, but let's do it. Womp, womp, womp. The dice roared me with a 12.
$12. Yeah, I'd say an offering doesn't quite kind of. I mean, it could be, but it's doesn't smell of like a religious type nature. Though there is something has an odd sacredity to it.
I'll steer clear. Out of pure curiosity, is Whisper actually eating?
Whisper's eating.
She keeps saving her ass time and time again. I'm just like, is she okay?
Yep, she's eating. And on the way out, she will stop by that thing and drop a couple of gold in and some shiny buttons.
Okay.
Also, she has turned her cloak inside out. Now it's purple instead of the green that she's usually wearing.
Okay.
In his head, Elric hears from Jath, "You've been with her for a while. Does that mean something?"
Are you talking about her cloak?
Mm-hmm.
Her patron is not a welcome,
Right. Got it. Understood.
the Empire.
Mhm.
Just a precaution against unwanted attention.
That's also why I put my shield away. Yeah, same idea. So post brunch, are we going shopping?
Yeah.
I mean, you could have a beach day on the lake, but it's more of a lake day.
It was more get acquainted with the city, see what's actually around,
Yes.
places that we could potentially get information. If there's shops, then yeah, we can stop in to grab stuff we need.
Shall we let the angry dragon board the negotiating for us, or shall we approach as a group?
I think the idea of splitting up in twos was a good one. I would like to just wander and get a feel for the town, get a feel for the people.
A lay of the land, if you will.
in a sense, but really, I want to try and understand the people.
So we split the party in thirds. Perfect. Divide and conquer. Which, does that term refer to the people that are dividing or the people that they are attacking? I've always wondered. Like,
I
Yes.
think it's the context of the statement. Yeah.
My belief growing up was it was just an intentional strategy to make them weaker.
but it's like, are we dividing our forces to conquer the other force, or are we dividing their forces to conquer them?
The latter, I think, is more traditional.
Yes, it's the latter.
Because you could apply it to your own forces to do a pincer maneuver.
Yeah, to flank.
If you have enough mass, that's possible. But we are only but 6.
Whisper, knowing this conversation go on and on and on, gets up and walks away.
Yeah, I'm headed to, I think maybe with Flynn to find an alchemy supplies place.
Yeah, an apothecary.
Yeah.
Oh, I would probably be going with Flynn because I need some dust of dryness.
Having a sweat problem, or
Yeah.
We've run into too many slimes and watery type things.
just out of curiosity, and I'm not saying this too loud. Keeper of the books, perhaps. What's our cash look like so far? Are we relatively healthy at the moment?
We have 868 gold in Sammy.
Okay. Reasonable. With
Um,
the exception of certain spells. I think that's fine.
we also have the molds that are of unknown value because what good is a mold if the person doesn't know how to utilize it? What else? We've got a 300 gold piece gilded flower that is a specific spell component. We've got 2,750 gold worth of assorted gems.
Yeah, reasonable. If just out of curiosity, you guys need someone to lean on a merchant and maybe help prices a little bit. I'm a little experienced there. So off to find magical inks and spell books and reliquaries and such.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, going about the small town. Again, you can see people very hard at work once more. And so this definitely seems more to be on the kind of that type of supply. Okay. So I would say this seems to be much more off much more off the path than the other stores. Certainly not mainline. You can see like what seems to be a place where some people might have to get paper if they need to, but it's more like a factory, not the type that you're looking for necessarily, Alaric. And yeah, I think as you come tuck down one of the narrow lanes off Cedar Line, you do see a shop with a black feather writing a silver line across a sheet of parchment. One sign
See?
says the Black Quill and Silver Leaf.
stop in there.
All right. As you come in, the shop smells of cedar, lamp oil, and like this iron gall ink. You can see hundreds of tiny glass bottles lined shelves behind the counter, organized by color rather than any type of labels. And there's sheets of parchment hanging from ceiling racks like drying laundry. And not all the bottles are entirely full. You see a little handwritten sign that is pretty quick as you enter the door that says, "Do not open bottles. Do not lick paper." Yes, someone did.
Nice in here. Just like the smell hits you first. You can smell the wood, the paper, this is nostalgia. You should bottle this aroma and sell this to students as nostalgia. Sorry. Okay, focus.
I realize there's a good mix of poison in that. And all medicine can be poisoned in the wrong dosage.
Right. I'll look around for a shopkeep or proprietor.
Yes. Kind of you see actual small gnome woman. Comes, you can see ink stained hands. She comes hurriedly. This is about all of you are shopping together, more or less, or just want to feel all in here. That's all.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my. No.
Nope.
Whisper
Whisper off
wandered
her
off.
own.
Whisper went solo.
They started talking nonsense, and Whisper wandered off.
Yeah. Whisper
You want to
is
wait there for 15 minutes for them to get through that conversation.
So seeing that 4 of you, she's like, "Oh my gosh, 4 people breathing in my shop. I
Yes.
fear for the paper. How can I help you?"
I am in search of supplies.
For
Paper and rare inks for the purpose of transcribing spells.
gotcha. Perfect.
I'm looking for. Actually,
Size.
and I like motion to Alaric to like do the do.
Do what?
For poison.
I wasn't sure the laws on poison. Yes.
Excellent. And Log, you could give me a Arcana check.
You said Arcana?
Yeah.
19.
You're very sure she has an always active detect thoughts up. And then she's like, yes. Well, let's see, I don't have that as such, but I mean, what you do with what you buy isn't my business. Is my business is that we get that moisture out of my store. So yes.
Oh,
You're
she was
looking-
being serious. Our breath is worrying her.
Right, we just don't stand too near. Like stay away from the valuable.
All right. I do have various bottles. Can mix. How much do you need? This
Who-
can also
who's-
be if you tell me how many levels of spells you're trying to transcribe.
Okay.
30. He wants to copy all of the spells.
All right, where? Yeah. Fourth, second, and first. So it's going to be for me 400 gold worth of supplies. because it's going to be a 4th level, a 2nd level, and 2 first level.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, she's able to sell you that pretty readily. They're all in different colors.
It's gonna be like a junior high kid's notebook.
Absolutely. And so some of the ones you get, like, because of the, like, each level of spell is a different color. So you're like, oh, this one spell's going to be very interesting and colorful. And she goes, yep. She goes, yeah, those, the standard stuff is usually just, but usually when there's an acolyte or a young kid down on their luck needs to, get some coin, you'll get ready supplies in here. So it's used, but good to go. She's like, I mix like with like, and I don't mix the colors. Don't worry. So they learned that lesson when. Oh, right, you. We'll go for 30 gold for this. This thing. This is definitely hazardous and burns a lot if you get too close to it. Mix the wrong inks together.
Do you happen to have any recipes?
Oh. I'm afraid not. Don't sell those. I don't have any scrolls or books or anything like that. Just the supplies.
And how much for this mismatched ink?
30 gold.
Yeah, I'll buy it. You say that, Rob, but I was literally going to uncork it and start smelling it to see what kind of ingredients are in it.
You paint thinner. All right. She does. You do see that she does have like some specialty inks that she kind of has. Something called Erdolock Blue, Moonwake, Ember Black, Rememberers ink. And you can see she has a large cabinet that's locked with 4 sheets of extraordinary pale parchment.
Do I know what that might be used for? Like specifically?
Well, you've seen it.
Okay. Then I'm very curious. Sorry, I didn't get your name. I'm Alaric. Talking to the female gnome.
Oh, yes. Sorry, Edda.
Edda.
Yes, Edda Knoll.
Edda Knoll. Pleasure to meet you. I'm very curious. What those look very special. What are they used for? I'm pointing to the parchment.
Oh, that's a dream leaf. It's interesting. Something that I've. It's really rare. Well, I guess they're made from dream leaf, is what I should say. I've only seen a few sheets of it, and I always try to acquire it when I can. But what I've noticed is like spells, maps, even images drawn sometimes acquire details that the writer swears they didn't put on there. I don't think it knows the future, probably. But I don't write questions on it. I think it's scary.
Oh. And I know you You collect them when you find them. Do you sell them?
Yes. I would sell them for you 250 gold a sheet.
I will exchange 50 gold of the ink that I just had and hand over 200 more gold for one sheet of that parchment.
In his head, Alaric hears, "You don't have to." I'll back you. You're on my contract.
Well, then hold on to it for me.
Fine.
Appreciated. I have things to sell tomorrow that should recover some of what I've spent here. But it's always good to have gold in reserve.
I'm just saying, you dying would be very negative for my total finances.
But I can't help but wonder what happens when you transcribe a powerful spell.
You should try.
I don't know enough powerful spells.
You're about to get some.
I'm thinking more powerful than I can currently attain.
That's my friend. And he points silently as he's talking to the dude's head at his scar. Can be quite dangerous.
Keelan, as you're standing there, you see a bottle nearby you beginning to essentially quake back and forth. Rattling.
Did you hear me or?
Now I can.
Oh, okay, perfect.
You were muted before.
Yeah, double muted. Yes, as he noticed it, he kind of inspects it, looks closer at it.
You can feel heat coming off of the cap. And it seems a bit dusty, but you can see black pigment seeks downward as the liquid above it becomes pale gold. Seeing you look at slowly takes off her spectacles. Well, that's never done that before.
Kaylin looks and says, what is this?
It was yeah.
Why is it so warm?
I don't know. That came in a lot I bought about 3 weeks ago. Quite nervous individual came here carrying items they wanted to convert into quick coins. Someone must have told them about me. But one thing was a small silver writing case. It was really tarnished up, badly taken care of. And it was 3 stopwood wells of ink like that, and several folded sheets of thinnest parchment I've ever seen.
And the person who was selling this, you don't happen to recall what they looked like?
It was rainy, but it was. I remember them being dwarf. And they had a patch over one eye. Traveling with a halfling woman.
Any resemblance to me?
I didn't get that good of a look at her. I'm sorry. She didn't really talk. She was in the back. Sorry, it wasn't people come in here all the time.
Kalen kind of looks over at Jaff and taps his head.
Jaff pops into Kalen's head real quick. Yes.
A dwarf and a halfling.
Hmm.
These were the same. That was the same description that was going through of the people we were following through the woods. You think it could be the same?
Wasn't it a halfling and multiple dwarves? Am I getting that wrong?
There was a halfling, multiple dwarves, but
It's possibly connected, but we need more detail. Can anyone recall? Well, can you at least recall any more detail about what we're looking for?
I'm looking back at my notes right now.
Any memory joggers? Anything you could recall? Any identifying thing that we could tie back to this?
Not that I can think of. I think if we had Barrett here, he could probably give a better description.
So Jot speaks up the first time to the gnome lady. Any identifying marks? Because we may have come across people before. We're just very curious about anything you could tell us about their clothing, equipment, anything at all. I feel like this might be connected to a problem we're trying to solve. Marks,
Sorry.
scars, tattoos, anything.
who are you? What are you asking? Her
Asking
about
the,
stars?
Yeah, like any identifying marks, like anything memorable about this dwarf halfling pair.
Besides the eye patch.
Yeah, so we get the eye patch. So she was like, let me think. Sorry. Just that they were liars.
How did you know?
Because they said that they bought all this from somebody else.
But didn't know what it was or didn't know what it meant?
Well, I guess people selling their own things kind of tell you what they're worth. People selling stolen things tell you why they aren't stolen.
I see.
Kaylin asks, how much for this ink?
Looks about 100 gold.
Why so much?
Just kind of smiles. You want it?
Possibly. What is this ink made of?
She looks, well, I could take a closer look. Of course, that might affect the price. He smiles.
I look over. This is out of his depth. He looks over at everybody else.
Jeth says,
I just
she's a very,
gold without haggling. Turn away.
she's a very smooth, in front of her, obviously. She's a very smooth negotiator. She knows what she's dealing with. If Lydia says it's 100, maybe it's 100. Maybe it's a hot item. Obviously, if you're concerned about it being stolen, moving it would be more preferable, expeditious, perhaps. If you thought for a moment maybe this was something that shouldn't be here, or maybe not in this particular jurisdiction, I would move it faster personally. But you know, I am no merchant. I do not quite understand this game. But if I thought it was dangerous or volatile, might blow up my shop, might possibly screw up the lovely parchments hanging from the ceilings and rafters, I would be motivated to move a little bit quicker. Just me. That's all.
Give me a persuasion check.
You got it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna burn the minute on this one. Insight burned. That's a terrible roll. It's a 13.
Yeah.
Wait, what were you burning?
I had inspiration previously.
Oh, you rolled an advantage. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
it didn't help, though.
smiles. This goes well. Tell you what, I'll sweeten it by letting you buy something I just remembered for another 10 gold on top of that. If you
What would
buy
that
it.
be? What would that be?
I guess you'll find out if you buy it.
That seems like a bit of a gamble, doesn't it? I mean, 10 gold's a very small wager, but as
Are you
outcomes
doubting
go,
my integrity?
never, not once. You've been here for how many years?
It can be 15 gold instead.
Well, I'm just asking. You've run this shop for how many years? 100, 150? Again, like, he's a young elf, so he's a little bit on the aggressive side, maybe. But like, you've been here how many years? Like, you have a reputation. You're rooted in the community. I'm sure you've been here long enough to have many things to lose if you get this wrong. 60 years? 80 years? How long have you been here?
Listen, set my price. If you don't like it, that's fine.
I'm not arguing that at all. Not in the least.
So 110 gold, you get the vial, and
and something else
something-
we don't.
something I remembered the person who sold it to me said.
Ooh,
Information.
is way more valuable than things. You have a deal.
All right, and she'll take her 110 gold from however y'all want to give that to her.
I'll pay it myself.
Mentally, Kalen says thank you to Jath.
I had to push my advantage. It didn't work out exactly as I expected, but I had to push it.
I remember, first of all, when him and his friend left, they took the road south.
Towards.
Specifically, they made it feel like they were probably going to go back to Rexentrim by things they were trying to say, but that's not. They headed more towards Eurosa, and he asked me before he left if I had ever heard of ink that'll write on feathers.
Feathers. What an odd question.
And I told
Where'd you
him
look at-
several varieties could do that. Then he clarified. He said, no. I mean, while they're still attached.
I imagine you prescribed or preferred some ink in particular. Some sort of special ink for this, right?
For that specifically, I had said it to, as we thought about it. Give the movement. Yeah, there's a ink that one can get from lake squids once they reach 15 feet or so.
This lake's big enough for those squids, right?
Yeah. Though they're called lake squids, where we generally think they lay their eggs. Generally, you run them into with the river, but I don't have any. Again, I don't make ink here, but they said, good to know.
Would there happen to be a person or persons here that actually harvest squid in the town?
I know no one has fished lately. Well, not fished, but gotten anything big.
But you hear about it, right?
Squid is usually more of like a hunt, and given the recent trouble, people haven't really been wanting to do too much hunting.
Recent trouble. What kind?
Of trouble?
Yes.
Oh, just there's tradition here that there was a spirit of the lake. People would leave offerings, but boats started to get destroyed, so the offerings increased. And every, I don't know, month or so, there's more trouble. Boats are gone, burned, or otherwise destroyed, and then we increase the offerings and it doesn't happen again. On top of that, we've got the new Starosta demanding a heavy increase in production so there can be more taxes sent to Exentrim. And so now people have it harder to get what they need to make the things that bring them money, but are expected to do more under penalties and all types of nonsense.
Kalen kind of narrows his eyes and he says, that almost sounds like a breeding ground for a black market.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Nor should we talk about it. That seems beyond the pale of normal commerce. If there's no one that actually hunts these squids or harvests these squids, finding that ink would be incredibly difficult, right? I can't imagine there'd be a place I would go to look for that sort of...
It'd be pretty specialty, usually probably made to order.
You mentioned people defend items that are stolen to try and convince you that they're not. Did you happen to come across a reliquary from that group?
Reliquary? No.
Was the mystery item information or an actual item?
Information, my dear chap. Information.
He holds it out, but she still does have to tell us what this ink consists of.
I don't know. I said.
Oh, I thought she said if she'd look at it, she could
She
look at it.
She look at it for it might increase the price, and then the deal kind of was, but
Laura can figure it out later.
she will say she's like, I will, but you know, you bought it, so I'll lower it to 5 gold for me to take a good look at it.
Reasonable to me? Thoughts? Anyone? She's been incredibly helpful so far.
That's fine by me.
Done and done. And Jath is putting his chin up in the air like he's the minor noble fake out he usually is. Like, well, fine.
Yeah, sounds good. And she pauses as she does some of this. She goes, huh. There's like this like a moment where you start, she's processing a lot of information, and then she kind of catches herself. You can see she writes a little note to herself, puts it in her pocket. It says, "My best estimation. This contains celestial blood." One
You see,
could use this to a way of, I guess you could say, those who aren't as attuned to the magic of celestials to have access to it. But it's quite dangerous to get it. I mean, I can't even imagine.
Pure curiosity, are there obvious wards or spells in this place?
No, that wouldn't. You wouldn't. Most you've probably picked up is that she has detect thoughts. Other than that,
Okay.
but I think with that, we're going to end for tonight. Lay down these crumbs. I will come back next week.